Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial on Zeilhan. Today we're going to be learning rather quickly how to secure your WordPress website. So website security is very important. You want to be secure before something happens. Important note is that Stephen Johnston from Sucuri. Now, Sucuri is one of the biggest website security companies in the world. Stephen said there is no such thing as 100% website security. All right, it just doesn't exist. But what you have to do is realize that website security is putting measures and protocols in place to reduce the risk of hacking or a security breach, as you might put it, and also to give you a response in a case or in the event something happens. So we're going to work on a second part first. We're going to put something in place right now to give us preparation in the event something bad happens. And what that means is that we're going to work on backing up our website so that if there's a hack or some breach or malware, we can restore to a point before the hack or before the breach that we're sure that the data is safe. So that's one quick way of remedying a hack. The plugin that we're going to be using, so I'm going to assume you know what a plugin is if you're here. The plugin that we're going to be using to back up our website is UpdraftPlus, and we are going to use a second plugin called WPVivid to get a local backup right away. So to get started, let's just go to Add Plugins. We are going to type Updraft, and UpdraftPlus should pop right up. Install and activate. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to just X right out. We are going to go to Settings. We are going to Settings. We are going to back up if you have an e-commerce site, every 4 hours or every 2 hours, depending on how busy it is. If it's just a regular blog or business site that doesn't make a lot of changes very often, you can go every day or even every week. For this tutorial, we're going to go every 8 hours. This is a very good in-between place. We're going to keep, so we have 8 hours, that means 3 backups per day. 3 times 7 is 21. So we're going to keep 21 backups. That means we're going to keep a week worth of backups. We're going to do the database at the same time as well, and we are going to keep the same amount of backups. We are going to save our backups to Google Drive, but we can save to Amazon S3. S3 is actually pretty nice for saving backups. We'll get there in the future. We are going to save changes, and then we're going to be prompted to select our Google account. All right, so I'm going to blur the screen here, but it's very easy. Just click sign in with Google and sign in with the account that you want to back up to. We're going to be presented with this screen. We're going to click complete setup. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to back up right now. Only backup now. So there we go. We are going to back up. Now, while this backup is taking place, we're going to add another plugin to get a local backup of our website. So we're going to go back to plugins. We're going to add new plugin, and we're going to install the WPVivid plugin. And you don't need this plugin. You can use Updraft, but I do like this plugin because whenever I use this plugin, it makes migration easy. So the file has never not worked whenever I use this to migrate a website. So I back up here and I upload somewhere else. There's a video linked below on how to migrate your website where I do that. Just going to go ahead and install. We're going to activate. After installing and activating, we are going to say back up now and let this run. By the way, guys, this is the website that we are going to be protecting today. We created this website in one of our more recent tutorials, right? So if you would like this website template as it is, you can go ahead and download a template from that video. So if you want this website, you want to know how to make this website, if you want to build this website or one similar, you can go ahead and even watch the tutorial. You can download the website files. The video is linked in the description below. So let's see how our backups are doing. Backup is done. We can download. So you hit download and you will have a local copy. Also, and this is very simple to do, because what I want you to realize is, you see, once you download this file, you can then reinstall WPVivid. You can go to backup and restore, upload, and upload that downloaded file. And that will restore your website to the point where you downloaded that website backup initially. So if you backed up on the 1st of the month at 12 a.m., and you downloaded that 12 a.m. file, then on the 5th, when you get, well, let's hope you don't get hacked, but if you get hacked on the 5th, you can just go ahead and back up, or well, restore your backup file here and well, we already taught you how to do migration. It's basically the same thing. It's just that you're backing up to the same server. It looks like our backup is complete. If you want to download this file, you just click, and click. So once you've clicked on all of that, I think I clicked on everything. The download will begin. It says right here, download to computer. You can go ahead and do that, and you will have all your files. So you have backed up. Now let's start to secure our website. Now this is the part where it's going to get interesting. The plugin that I'm going to use today is, I'm going to use Sucuri. First of all, so I always run 2 security plugins. So the first one is always going to be Sucuri. If you have a hacked website, what you can do is you can go ahead and reach out to our company below, and we will get you connected with someone, a specialist, that will help you to restore your website. So we're going to install now and activate. We are going to Sucuri. We are going to settings, hardening. We are going to apply hardening to everything. The firewall won't work because you need to have a premium license to do that. We have a security company, but we're rebuilding the website, unfortunately, at this time. But you will look in the description and see a link to Digital Pixie. That's our website security that will get you a Sucuri firewall. We partner with Sucuri. Get your website security services from Sucuri. So we're very good at what Sucuri is very good at what they do, and we make use of their services to bring you website security. So we're just going to go ahead and click hardening to all of this. You don't need to know what all of this means. Just know that it's going to protect your website from guys who do not need to be there. All right, so we have basically applied hardening to everything that can be applied to. We must log in again because we just applied hardening. So that is that for Sucuri. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to install a WordPress plugin for more security. So we're going to go to plugins. We're going to add new. The one that I want to use in this tutorial is WPCerber. So we have a few like WordFriends. Matter of fact, let's just type security. So we have WordFriends, all-in-one, solid security. Sucuri is there. Malware is right here. We're not going to be using all of these right now. I mean, simple SSL is really good, but it's going to be done after we've installed WPCerber. So I don't think WPCerber is in the repository, and it's unfortunate that they aren't, but I'll show you how to get the file. Let's just look if it's there in it, and it does not appear to be there. So we're going to just go here, WPCerber. We are going to click on WPCerber. They have an how to install guide right here. That's very good. We are going to try it for free. We don't need the paid version. That's the good part about this. So we're going to download the latest version. After we've downloaded the latest version, we're going to click upload plugin, choose file, and then select the file. We are going to click install now. WPCerber will appear here. We are going to activate. After we have activated, we are going to go to WPCerber. We're going to dashboard. We are going to basically set up this plugin. All right, so this is where it's going to tell us who's been on the website and the spam form submissions and so on. We're going to main settings first, actually. So main settings, and just activate the things that I'm activating. For me to explain everything, we're going to be here for an hour. But over time, you will learn what all these mean. So we're going to disable default login error message. And it explains them, by the way. We're going to disable default reset password error message. We're going to change our login URL. This is going to be blurred out so you guys don't know what the login URL is. I mean, it would defeat the purpose for me to change it and you guys know what it is, wouldn't it? We are going to defer render custom login page. We are going to disable automatic redirection of the login page when WP admin is requested by an unauthorized access. We're going to deactivate the non-existing users are strictly prohibited. We are going to activate request to WP login.php are strictly prohibited. We are also going to disable the block subnet. No, we're not going to activate my site is behind a reverse proxy. We are going to activate automatically update WPCerber. We are also going to ensure that our Serverlab protocol is HTTPS. We are going to write failure attempts to the file. Well, we're going to definitely add our IP address to the white IP access list. So that means that our IP address currently, when we're activating the plugin, is going to be added to the white list so that you are not blocked from logging into your website, which can happen, especially with WPCerber, but it's just doing its job. Yes, that is what we are going to do. We're going to click Save Changes. I just checked to ensure that our login URL works. It does work, so we're going back to the dashboard. We are going to go to Hardening. So we've looked at main settings, then we're going to Hardening. We are going to activate Prevent Username Discovery, activate stop exposing user details. We are going to disable PHP in uploads. We're going to disable XML RPC. We are going to disable feeds because I like to disable feeds. And we're going to block access to REST API if you are not an admin. And then we're going to go ahead and hit save changes. The part I love most about this plugin are twofold. The first is that it changes your admin login URL, which WordFence doesn't do by itself. And I love that it has anti-spam, which WordFence doesn't do by itself as well. So we're going to go to anti-spam next. We are going to protect our registration form, our comment forms, which can be loaded with adult material, wink, wink. We are going to protect all our other forms, and that's it. Matter of fact, trash spam comments, yes, move spam comments to trash after 7 days. I'm perfectly fine with that. If a spam comment is detected, we are going to mark it as spam. That way we can check to ensure that everything is good. We're going to save changes. That is good. If you have a Google reCAPTCHA setting, you can go ahead and enable reCAPTCHA and so on. You need the side key and the secret key. I do not have one, and I will leave it at that. The next part that we're going to work on is site integrity. So go over to site integrity from the WPCerber admin. We are going to go to settings. We are going to scan web servers temporary directories. We are also going to scan the sessions directories. We're going to enable diagnostic login. And for the change file system permission, we're going to activate that as well. Go ahead and save changes. So I think that's it. Let's check our traffic. I don't think we have any traffic because Google isn't even finding the site because we haven't submitted it to Google. So it looks like we are good, guys. It looks like that's it for WPCerber. That was very quick. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to install the really simple SSL security plugin. It's not a heavyweight plugin, but it does get the job done. Really simple SSL. And this will just ensure that all our traffic is run through SSL. Not much to get excited about. So we're going to install and activate. Once we've activated, we're presented with this screen. We are going to activate SSL. Activating SSL will force us to log back in. Be careful about that. We're going to save. We're going to include tips and tricks to get started with real simple SSL. We are going to save and continue. We are going to go to our dashboard now. And it says, warning, your site is vulnerable to user enumeration attacks. Let's view what that means. It means that disable anyone can register all those, all right. Hide your WordPress version, yes, please. Prevent login feedback, yes, please. Disable directory browsing, yes, please. Disable user enumeration. That is what we need to work on. Block admin. I would like to allow admin, and then when someone tries to use admin, that IP goes to the blacklist and they can't access my site forever again using that IP address. But what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to do that using another plugin. So we're just going to block admin for now, disable XML RPC, and block user registrations when login and display name are the same. And that's just a security thing right there. So you can't have your username as admin and your actual name be admin, or you can't be Mike Pence. I don't know who Mike Pence is, chairman or something. You can't be John Brown. There are a lot of John Browns in school these days. I always have the example of John Brown. So you can't be called John Brown and your username be John Brown. That's what this is saying right here. We're going to save and continue. We're going to save and continue, save and continue, save and continue. And we're going to save and continue because we don't have the premium version to get all these things, but we've done plenty from what we have. So just going to save. All right. So we're going to go to general. It says dismiss all notifications. Nope. System status download, delete plugin. No. Delete data. Stop editing the HT access. I'm going to leave everything as is right here. I'm going to SSL just to ensure everything is okay. Mixed content fixer init hook. Mixed content fixer backend. For the backend, it says only be able to see have experienced mixed content. Don't do that because we don't. And don't do this either. We're going to leave everything as it is. So to get back to the really simple SSL plugin, you go to settings, SSL and security. So that's it for today, guys. Your website is pretty much a fortress at this stage. Not impenetrable, but it's very well secured. The thing that I want you to realize is that you can never prevent 100% of hacks. That is why we started with backups. Now, what backups are going to do for us, and you probably want to backup right now since you've activated these plugins. Backups are going to say to you that if you have a hack, if you have malware on your website, your first remediation step is going to be re-uploading or restoring a backup. So So we started with backups. We're going to get another backup right now, and that's good. Then we've added our security plugin Swift. Then we started with Sucuri. Then we went to WPCerber, and we finished with really simple SSL. When should you install WordPress security like this? From the very start, even when you're developing your website. Why? Because once your website is out there, it can be found, it can be hacked, and that can cause you a lot of headaches. It can take your entire server and your business down with it. So that is it for today in website security. Next week, there are a few things we're going to do in the next few tutorials. I'm just going to tell you right away. One of them is we're going to teach you what to do when your website gets hacked. And I'm going to introduce you guys to Stephen Johnston. He's going to give us a bit of information. Matter of fact, we already have the information he's going to give us. So we're going to have Stephen Johnston give us some information about securing your WordPress website and everything of the like. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to learn how to use other WordPress security plugins like ForwardFence. That one's very popular. WP Total Security, that's one I've been using for like 5 years on one of my clients' websites when it was called iTheme Security. And we're just all-in-one security is pretty nice as well. And we're going to go from there, just learning how to protect our website. We're also going to learn how to manage, maintain, optimize, build, market your website, your online business, etc., etc. Hit subscribe, help us get to 10,000 subscribers, and let's get going. Thank you guys. Take care. Until next time.